Capricorn, how you doing? So for some reason I keep hearing Ravid Fighter, or Ravid, or David, or David, or Dan. Anybody beginning with D? Even D's nuts. But Rabid Fighter, something to do with Tatiana, Rex and Tara, also Tara. Or Tarmac, something to do with Mac, Maxine or vaccine. Some of you might be called up to go for a vaccination, or you work in the field of vaccinations. I'm definitely hearing Vauxhall as well, though. Vauxhall, like Vauxhall Kavalauskas or Cavallero, but Kavalauskas, they keep saying Kavalauskas, that's my sister. But yeah, like vaccination, like I'm being called in to go to work in order to help people with vaccinations, or Vox, they keep saying Vox. So some of this might have to do with around vocals, like you might be doing anything around music and like vocal cords, like I'm singing, or I'm looking for a singer, or I'm looking for like VSTs and stuff to do with around, like I do for Angel Radio, around like Vox. Okay, so like a voice box type sort of thing that can alter my voice and stuff like that, like a microphone. So they're Michael, Melissa, Maria. Wow, here we go again. You're right, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Michael, Melissa, Maria, Emily, Emma, M's, all the M's. Okay, but I'm trying to change. So you really could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries person. So if you haven't met the channel before, I read in numerology, but I also channel a load of stuff, and then we look into the tarot. So it's going to be completely different if you've just found the channel. So yeah, it's kind of like I'm trying to change. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, and I'm trying to change my appearance, but I'm also trying to change my way. And I'm trying to look at everything that's been going on with me. So, yeah, I mean, trust me, if you guys have been following my channel and you've seen the discovery through any of how have you guys been getting on with the Pisces moon, I must say, through myself, I have never, ever witnessed anything so powerfully strong that showed me a lot of signs about myself. And I've never witnessed anything that has gone on in astrology. I mean, I am a Pisces sun, but I have never witnessed any. You could be dealing with a Leo for a lot of you, okay, but I have never witnessed anything so powerful that has shown me personally so much. Well, the error of my ways, my ego. It's trust me, it's shown me a lot about my ego, and it's shown me a lot about depression and bipolar and everything else that I really never thought I would be that kind of person, but apparently I am. But I'm getting so much help by, well, you guys have also been really nice for a lot of you, but I've also got a lot of people in my life that are all started to come up and like help and everything else. So I'm feeling very grateful, I really am. But thank God we are coming out of the phase of Pisces moon now, and now we have retrograde to look up for. So some of you could be hooking up. I'm hearing hook, line and sinker, something to do around a fish, which would be a Pisces. And hook, I'm looking for a hook, which would mean anything to do with around music. And I'm looking for that vibe just to get a hook going. I've actually got some really good Angel Radio on its way as well. For all you guys that want to know, there's another channel that I run as a music producer. You might like it. It's called Angel Radio. You can find the link provided below. Free music. Listen to your art's content. You might like it. But hook. I'm looking for a hook. I'm looking for something that just gets me, bam, going on a like I'm also hearing a spiritual retreat. You might even be watching 9 Reasons Why again. But like Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. But yeah, you really could be like looking for a hook, something to do with around a fish, and it might be around music, looking for a certain flair that just gets me going, and then I can get started as soon as I get this one piece of information, or like this one hook that gets me going, and then I'm on a roll. Okay, so I'm also hearing Rael's company, something to do with Jan Robinson, Steve Robinson, Tina Robinson, Rael company, driving children. Some of you are on school runs and you're doing school runs. Some of you really could be dealing with a life path 7 or a Cancerian for a lot of you. But yeah, I'm definitely hearing though, I'm looking for like well, I'm trying to change my way is also what they're saying. Like I'm looking at all of the things that have I'm looking for a hookup as well. So some of you are hooking up, and it might have like hooking up and also cooking up. So some of you are probably into actual cooking. Hopefully it's not crack. But like, yeah, cooking, culinary skills, that kind of stuff in the kitchen, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Looking at your diet, they're saying, for a lot of you this month. And then you've also got this hooking up with someone, which means basically I've just hooked up with my ex, or I've just hooked up with somebody, and we are together. They're also saying We are together. We are together again. There's a song there, but I can't think. Also Glenn. Also anybody beginning with G or from Scotland. But Glenn. So we're hooked up again. Hooked up again. So it's kind of like we're catching up for, like, we're making up for lost time. You really could be dealing with the Virgo for a lot of you, lost. Okay, or Lucy, Lucifer. Also anybody beginning with L. Also Laura. Laura, Lucy, Louise from Louisiana. Also Pollyanna. But also Lucy. Lucifer, maybe you've just realised that Lucifer's back out on Netflix now. I haven't watched it, so don't let me know anything, but the comment section is closed for a little while I gather my bearings from all the batshit crazy people that have been hounding me over the period of time. So I found it easier just to probably close the comments for a little bit, which I do miss, because I miss all of the good comments that I get from people, but never mind. We'll see about it in the future. So there is something around retrograde, probably hooking up with someone, probably catching up with a lot of lost time. They're saying a lot around Virgo energies, like we're catching up with Laura, or I'm catching up for lost time, and I'm trying to make up for lost time. So yeah, you could have like got back with an ex or a friend or someone like that. Also, well, they're kind of saying now. But we're not quite in October yet, because I'm obviously having to do these before October. It's only like a few days, I think, before October, like 3 or 4 days. But like, yeah, we're a day. The name Colin, or day, or night and day. Something to do with night and day. So the sun and the moon. So Virgo 9, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Leo energy possible, Aquarian. So you got a lot of people here, a lot of soul. I'm a soul group reader for any of you who've never seen me before. I read in numerology and also soul group. So obviously as a Capricorn, you can watch this as a Gemini as well and see if any of the messages relate with you, because when you call out a number, you obviously call out 6. I have to go over this every time. I do apologise, but you can add up your life path number, add their life path up as well. And what those come to would be your trine number. So that number would be a major arcana. So then you find the actual reading that represents the number. So if that be 6, you add up your 2 life path numbers together. If that number comes to 6, you can watch a Gemini or a Capricorn reading like this one. Okay. But all videos do explain all of my process below. Someone actually told me that someone keeps trying to copy my actual work. I thought that might happen. But yeah, I think it was in the Capricorn reading. Someone said that someone's trying to like impersonate how I read, and it just doesn't work. I don't think it would. But like, yeah, that's inevitable that kind of shit is going to happen. If it's not your calling and it isn't fit for you, it won't really work. Okay, you can't be false when it comes to things. There's something to do with truth or false, something around justice, Justin, Julian, Jackie also. But truth or dare, Darren, the name Darren or Aaron or Aaron, Devi, Evie. You're right, Evie. But like, you're right, Evie. I'm going to open him up like a tin of beans, Evie. So you might be watching Lockstock. Fucking hell, Evie, I'm going to open him up like a tin of beans, bruv. But like, you might be eating a lot of beans. Hines, the name Jamie Hines. Heinz beans. You might be eating a lot of beans. Beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart, the better you feel. Beans for every meal. Amelia. Something to do with Amelia. Since Amelia, some of you could be tucking a weed. Amelia. Or the name Melanie, or Mel, Melissa, Mel and Kimberly, from Kim Bolton also, someone from Kim Bolton. Sorry guys, these are messages are really not going to be like anything that's going on. They're just kind of Akashic Records names and stuff at the moment. So Kim Bolton, Michael, the name Michael, all of the M's, E's and M's, Emily's, Melissa's, Maria, Michael, Tyler, also I keep hearing Tyler, Thai bride. Someone does that from China, Thai, konnichiwa. Well, like Thai bride, someone's from Thailand, talent, some sort of talent show, talented, someone's multi-talented or multitasking. Maltese, I'm also hearing that someone's at Maltese. Yeah, from Malta. Malta. Anyway, so have we got any messages that, apart from all of these names, Spirit, that we've got for Capricorn for October? Well, hooking up. They're saying basically catching up for lost time. So we're going to stick with the main message now, really. What they're saying is catching up for lost time is something to do with the round of Virgo, okay? There's a lot of people here, because there always is when I do Gemini or Capricorn, because of the 6 number, which is also family, you know, and relating to Gemini as well. So you'll always have a lot of busy energy. But yeah, they're saying catching up for lost time, hook, line and sinker. Something to do around sink my battleship. So something around 6 again, 6 of swords. So another Gemini. But catching up for lost time, trying to rectify my past, an erection, that's all right, a resurrection, also something to do with resurrection. So that would be something around Scorpio or Aries. Scorpio, they're saying though. Looking at my resurrection. If you're having a sausage party, could be around a Libra. If you're going to a party, there could be a Libra energy of party. It's my party and I cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry, cry, cry. Croatia. I'm also hearing someone from Croatia. Or Crow. Brandon Lee. Crow. Croatia. The Crow. The Crow. The old crone. Some of you really don't get on with your mother here. The old crone. Chroma. Also Rome. And also Chroma. Russia. Also Russia. So from Russia. Or Russia. Russia. Charlotte, Russia. Yeah, someone from Russia. Or the Germans. London, also London, UK. Divine living in the UK, you're right. Got your message on commenting on my Angel Radio. On Instagram there. Yeah, I'll probably come to London at some point, to be quite honest with you, because I'd like to go to London. It's only about an hour and 20 minutes on the train. It doesn't take long. So I think I'm going to leave it at that, Capricorn, because all they're saying is hook, line and sinker, catching up for lost time, basically reconciliation or something like that, catching up for lost time, realising a lot of changes that need to be made, probably recognising a lot of stuff about myself, which is also me because I'm a Gemini moon, so and I do have Capricorn in Venus in Vedic. If it depends really, but I'm more of a numerologist. But yeah, catching up for lost time, hook, line and sinker, something's around Virgo, hooks, lines. Some of you are probably fishermen, like you're probably fishing, like at physical fishing, or your partner is and doing a lot of fishing. Unless you're on plenty of fish, but I really wouldn't advise going on plenty of fish. That's more of a hook up, really, unless that's what you're looking for. Hook up, yeah, cooking. The name Cook or Gary Cook. Cook. Yeah, somebody that's called Cook. Okay, Cook. Anyway, yeah, so no main messages there really, that not of importance that they're saying much about at the moment, unless we channel through the cards. So let's see what Capricorn has got coming up for October, please. October for Capricorn, Sun and Rising Venus, Jupiter North Node for October. No, I'm going to have to take it upright. I'm going to have to take it how it is. Come as you are, Kurt Kabang. So I'm coming all over the place. I'm coming here, I'm coming there, I'm very busy. Someone's very busy. But like, yeah, this is a hookup. This is definitely sex. So this is feeling the passion and feeling the heat. So I feel very warm when I'm around you. I feel safe. Okay, if you don't, then you need to get out. Right, but like, if you're a child, you're probably trying to get away from a mother here. Okay, but I'm trying to get away. Trying to get away with you. Get away with you. Someone's from up north. Trying to get away with it. Oh, you're trying to get away from me now, are you? That's what I'm hearing. Like, yeah, someone from up north. And they're like, hey, you're trying to get away from me now, are you? Don't get away from me. Come back. Come on. Come on, look at what you could have won. Someone's doing, what was his name? Was it Jim Bowen? Jim Bowen. Look, come and look at what you could have won. You could have won it, but, well, I did. I won it. Somebody won something. You won my heart. You won my heart. Wanda? Fish called Wanda. Something around a fish, Pisces. Oh, you're trying to get away now, are you? Oh, look at him, I said. Oh, look at Luke in the book. Oh, look at him. That's pretty much how they would talk up there. Like, oh, don't he look lovely? You're right, Aunt Bessie. Come on, come and have a look at him. Don't he look beautiful? It's me grandson. It's me granddaughter. Look at them all. Aren't they beautiful? Look at their eyes. They've got such big eyes. All the better to eat you with, my dear. But yeah, this might be where you're visiting grandkids or grandchildren. Like, oh, bless his heart. Look at him, look. You're right, Chug. How you getting on? Oh, look at him. He's lovely. Isn't he? He's perfect. Can't get any better than him. So, some of you, like it's your grandkids and your ma and your mother. Oh, look at him. He's a lovely little bugger, isn't he? Come here. Come on, let's clean you up and let's have a look at you. Come on, come and have a word with Dad. Come on. So some of you have got kids, probably, and they're visiting you. But I really do keep picking up someone from up north and they talk a little bit like that. A little bit like Liam Gallagher, really. Could be like Manchester. Like, hey, oh, look at him. Come on, come and have a look at him. Look, he's fucking cracking. He's super smashing great. He's Steve. Look at him. Go on, have a look at him. What's he do? Well, he cries a lot. Really? What else does he do? Well, it's a fucking baby, isn't it? He don't do much at the moment. You gotta feed him. You gotta feed him. Fed from FedEx. It's probably Feddy. What's her name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your number? Where'd you come from? My name's Felix Coupler. And so it's like, come on, look, what's it do? It's a baby, isn't it? Is it? Oh my God, look at it. What else does it do? Well, it shits everywhere, it cries, but you got to feed it to make it do more when it grows up. You got to feed it. If you don't feed it, well, it don't fucking do much, does it? So feed it. Don't kick it. Feed it. Go on. Have a look. Go on. Sorry. So you never copy me. Whoever's trying to copy me, you won't do it. You won't do it. But anyway, I'm hearing someone's got Babby. Someone's got a Babby. I've got Babby in my arms. You're right, Jim. What are you up to these days? Oh, I've got Babby in my arms, isn't I? I'm trying to like rock baby. Trying to like rock the baby. Probably something to do with maybe you've just finished the season of like This Is Us. And it's probably, what's his name? This Is Us. The Manny. Baby say, what? Manny say, what? Manny, Margarine, really? Maureen? Look at it, it's a baby, it's lovely, isn't it? And then some of you adults are like, look at the size of his wand. Jeez, it's got a good old wand on him, Harry, isn't it? Go on, Harry, take it. Go on, I know you can take that. It's alright, it's just a tip. That's all, I'll just give you a tip. That's it. It's just smoking filters. But you could definitely be chuffing on a wand with this one for a lot of you grown-ups out there. Right, anyway, let's have a look. Capricorn, let's get it over and done with. Look, let's just put it in. Just put it in and just get it over and done with. Really? Anyway, oh, fucking hell, it's going to cause a fight. I got to think about it. Hold on, Capricorn. I can see you getting very anxious at the moment. Let's see, some of you could be arguing with your friends. Probably should have took that, really. Let's have a look, anyway. Capricorn, let's have a look at Capricorn, what they got coming up for October. I'm hearing friends will be friends, but as soon as they know about my relationship, we still got a 5. Oh dear, it's probably arguments with family. Where they start like, look, will you stop fucking interfering in my relationships? I can do what I want. It's none of your business, really, unless it's my own business, and I run my own business, and it's going really well. Business is going well, though, is it? Yeah, no, it's fucking going cracking. You got good money? Yeah, fucking good money. Everything's good. Actually, saying that, one of the people that has been a very good support for me, actually a few of them have been Tauruses, but somebody in my life where I live, a very old-time friend, someone that I went to school with, actually lost his dad before and also lost his mum a little while ago. Chris. I don't know if you'll be watching, but some of you guys are also called Chris or Christine. But yeah, my friend Chris, I went to see him yesterday, and great support, and we were talking to each other about loss, about what it was like to lose, well, he lost both parents, but I lost my father and brother, but he lost his father and mother. But we were like sitting there putting the world to rights. He's offered that he's going to clay bar my car because it's got scratches in the car. So it's like, right, get some clay bar, bring it round, and we'll do your car. Had a look at me motor, sat there having a bevy with Evie. You're right, Evie, I'm open up like a tin of beans, Evie. But like, yeah, and put the world to rights, add some of his very posh coffee that he's got in his percolator, sat there for a good couple of hours putting the world to rights, and I'm going back. So my life is kind of changing. So this could be a friend for a lot of you. You know, you've got a friend in need is a friend indeed, and your friend probably smokes weed. But you could be Steve and you don't, but your friend does. Never mind. But like, yeah, it's all right, Steve. Just bring us, like, just all you need to do is buy us like a 4-pack or an 8-pack. Bring it round. But yeah, so great support. But I'm also hearing, well, they're soon going to know about my relationship, because this could be families when they start like interfering in people's relationships. And so what did they do? Well, they left me. They left me with nout taken out. I'm also hearing it's nout taken out. How much you taking out the bank? Well, nout, really, nout. The nun's taken out. I'm taking the nun out. Somebody is in a relationship with the nun. Hello, konnichiwa. For like, someone's dating the nun. It's the nun. It's the sense that makes none. It's the sense that makes quite a lot, really, is what I'm hearing. Well, that makes quite a lot of sense, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah, I'm hearing, yeah. So, well, this could be religion. Losing my religion, trying to keep an eye on you, but I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I said too much. Yeah, I've also been told that a lot of what I went through in the past was very much ego driven. I've also been told that too. I have to take that on as being a responsible member of the spiritual community. When things are shown to you during your own, well, during Pisces moon, the biggest thing that you can ever really realise is things about your own ego. And that is another thing that I've also been told about. So, yeah, a lot of changes, right? Everything changes but you. You're 1,000 miles apart, but you know I love you, girl. We said goodbye. The Cancerian is waiting. Taxi's waiting. Zula taxi as well. Zula. Zulu? Really? Oh, Zulu. Anyway, let's have a look. Capricorn for October. What we got for Cappies? Well, there you go. Line and sinker, gone straight back into me ex. I run into me ex and we got back together. If not, you met a new person. I want to be with you. I want to be with you forever, Trevor. So I'm also hearing Tracy, Tara. I want to be with you forever, Tara. I'll be forever in your debt, unless you are in debt. Don't live in debt and don't live in regret. Margaret. I'm also hearing Margarita or Margaret. You're out there, Margaret. Anyway, all these names, they can be people along your way when you're walking through the street and you meet these names. Trust me. That's why my head gets battered with loads of names. Could be clients, could be people. But I'm hearing, oh, look at him, he's lovely. We're back together. And what does your father think? What does your father and your mother think? Well, I don't know. I don't think they reckon too much to it, because we've been round a fucking roundabout. And we constantly go it, unless you're from London and you're travelling around. Look, kids, look, it's fucking Big Ben. Look, kids, I can't get over to fucking National Lampoon's Vacation. I'm going on vacation to London. Look, kids, it's Big Ben. Oh, look, kids, it's Big Ben. Fucking driving around fucking cat roundabout for God knows how long. Look, kids, it's fucking Big Ben. Look, I just can't get over left. And you've seen National Lampoon's Vacation? Right. Chevy, Chase, Chevy, Evie, Devi, Eve, Steve. Yeah. Oh, look at him. Look, we just got back together again. Did you? Yeah, got back. I just got back off holiday. Could be Libras, I don't know. But just got back off holiday. Cool, you look brown, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Cool, you look brown. Where you been? I've been on my holidays, haven't I? Irene also. Irene. I just got back off my holiday. Anyway, unless you're going on vacation here and you're thinking about going on a vacation very soon, is what I'm hearing. Well, we're going to go away for a little while, probably one day. I'm hearing one day in your life you will find that you're always waiting. You remember Jack, Julian, Justin, Jackie 5. Jackie might be going, actually, that'll be her tomorrow. We're going away for one day. But don't worry, I'll be back. Oh, it's all right. Take your time. Don't rush. Take your time. Don't rush. Yeah, we're just going to go away for one day. You all right staying at home looking after the dog? Yeah, take your time, sweetheart. I hope you go early in the morning and come back real late at night. Anyway. You all right looking after the fort? Yeah, unless you're playing Fortnite. You all right looking after the fort while I just get off Xbox and then... you all right, boys? You all right, Boise? Your name Boise? Or Dave? Dave, Trigger, John? Dave? Right, Boise. So you got Scorpio. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, I'm dealing with a Scorpio. Oh yeah? What are they? Well, they're very sensitive at the moment, but I love them. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. But they're lovable. I can't stop thinking about them. They're with me. You should be with this person already here now. For a lot of you, you're with them. You're in a relationship. For you poor saps that may not be, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. But what I'm saying is for you guys that might be in a third party, that's probably because the reading is showing you that this reading is saying that these people are married, they're in a relationship already, okay? If someone's going outside of the relationship, then somebody is, I'm sorry, I can't help that, but that is here for you guys where you're like, well, no, I don't like the bastard. Right, well, you know, but the devil you know is the person that you actually know well, right? I know you too well, and I know your triggers, and I know you that well that I know what you're like, is what I'm hearing. I know you that well that I know what you're like, and I know all of your flaws also. So I know every time you do it, I know that it's not always you, it is also me as well. So basically what I'm picking up for you is that there is a lot of understanding in your reading where you are coming to terms with something. Now, through this is definitely what I'm going through, and what I'm also talking to my friend with, is coming to terms with endings. But this could be grief, like I'm coming to terms with the loss of loved ones. I'm talking to someone about my mum, my dad, my loved ones, my kids, my children, my relationships. And I'm talking with someone that I trust. This isn't for you guys that don't trust people. This means trust. This means trust because it means sacred ground, because it would also be a burial site, okay? So it also means sanctuary, okay? So it means someone that I trust and confide in wholeheartedly, of someone that I found that I trust and that I can talk to them about anything that I want because I trust them. Because I'm also hearing I trust that it wouldn't go any further, right? So there you go. Now, if any of you are with someone, I'm also now hearing spiritually that it won't go any further. Now that might mean where it's a private conversation. It's also like client-based stuff that I do, okay? But there's also like it won't go any further. It will only be between me and you. But if that message comes across as this isn't going to go any further than what it is because it's a friendship, then this is a friend, okay? A friend. Because there might be an energy that is here of a reconciliation, but I don't know, because what I am kind of hearing is this, it's not going to go any further than what it already has because it has SCON, right? It is, because it is that way, okay? So it's like it isn't going to go any further than what it is, which is quite a few things really, which is like private, confidential speaking, private, but it also means like reconciliation with a friend. But it might be where if it's a friend, it's not a lover, it's just not going to go any further than friends. But that will also mean that it is also private and confidential. So it's not going to go any further than what it already has. So I don't know if this is representing hope, okay, or false hope, because this can mean false connection, wasn't really going to go any further anyway. But the main message of what I'm picking up, like it isn't going to go any further because it is private and it is confidential. Okay, so excuse me. So at the same time, what I'm hearing, because of this card being here, this can be where, because this can be families and like stepfather. This will always mean a father or a stepfather to me, okay, father and stepfather. And it means that it can mean like I've got stepkids and I've got grandkids and stepkids, but it can also mean where families start asking children about their love life, and if they start getting a little bit tetchy, That's because you're not supposed to ask these questions, personal ones, if they don't want to ask. This is the predicament I'm now in through having also being classed as someone with bipolar and manic depression, is the fact that some people don't help. They don't help because they can add pressure that doesn't help. And it's kind of like, well, if you want to be quiet, that means I want to be quiet and I actually don't want to speak. Okay, now when you suffer from depression, that is also a very big sign of where you're supposed to support people. If they actually feel very moody and really don't want to speak, that means if you're also a mother, do not, but they won't be watching, but do not pressure a person if they're quiet, if they're not speaking, if they're not saying anything. They're actually not speaking or saying anything for a reason that would be down to them being a Scorpio. And that's where, if you're in with a Scorpio, it's very good because it means I trust you in order to say and talk and be with as a partner. But it also means if this is family, do not pressure the person, because if this person gets very moody and aggravated, and it is the sign of depression, it means don't add more pressure to them by blaming them because they don't want to speak. That's the worst thing you can ever really do. Also, when it comes to depression, is to blame the person because they're private, because they have a private life. And if that also means because I have a connection with a friend or with a potential love partner, the last thing I want to do is hear that, well, I told you so. Okay, that's the worst thing you can ever really do, because then what you will do is push family, children further out of your life while they're leaving, out of your life, and not further towards being a part of your life, because that would be an ongoing cycle that is extremely stressful, where the person has private thoughts, private life. If you ever try to contact people to find out what is in their private thoughts, you're doing more harm than good. Okay, especially if they have a Scorpio placement like myself. Okay, quite all over the place really. Okay, so it's not great to add pressure to these cards, right? But be it on your own karma, whether you do it or self-mail, right? But be it on your own back, really. Okay. But the best thing, the advice I can ever really give you, is to understand about your own flaws and your own ego. Okay, I have a big one because I have a Scorpio rising, also first house Neptune. That's why I've been finding it very difficult through the full moon, because of Neptune being in my first house, right? And also 12th, right? And also rising and North Node. So I've really been struggling. Okay, so the best thing you can ever really do is that you are also very much ego driven and stubborn. But if you come up against this, you're both going in wrong. You're both going in completely different directions here, because this is north. This is where I come up a lot of problems in my connections of numerology. Okay, because I have a North Node rising here. Okay, and North Node. The person that I argue with the most has the opposite here. Has the opposite, right? So we clash like the Titans, because this means obviously Mrs. Bucket and everything else, and structure and house and family and home and marriage. But then when you throw it back in their face and say, well, excuse me, Felicia, take a look at your own life. This person would not like that, and neither would this one either. Okay, so when you throw things at each other of shade, basically, and you're like, well, really, why can't you just stay out of my love life and stay out of my private life, because it's private, it's confidential. I don't see the things the way you do. When I was this in the past, I was a young child, and I believed in marriage, white picket fence, children, everything else, just like you did, giving birth to me. But now I am this, so I don't see things that way. I don't see things the way you do anymore. And because I don't, that's what clashes, because you'll get this one in reverse and you'll get this one upright, and then you'll get this one downright arrogant and rude and very ego driven, as this one then starts to do a north and south energy, clashing like the Titans. It's within your north and south. That's what it is. Bipolar also, but it's also a bipolar driven energy of spiritual stuff, as well as also metaphysical, spiritual, and also within ourselves, that we've been shown through the Pisces full moon and through the Pisces moon. is that it's north and south action of a magnet that is never supposed to fold itself in and meet each other, because it won't, because the world is flat. So you won't get this. What you'll get is a where you're going, you don't need eyes type sort of bending and folding time, where it's took so much time to get through to this person that they wouldn't even listen. Even if you told them, they wouldn't even listen, and neither would the other person. Okay, just because cards are upright and they all look shiny and gold on the outside does not mean that is how you read them. It's the reader that reads the cards the way they do within their intuition. Right. So there's a little bit more, I don't know, general bollocks there for you. Let's have a look. Capricorn. Because it takes experience. All of my stuff is experience, basically. Well, apart from everything else. But psychic, medium, spiritual. So you got 8. So it's experience. You know, what I noticed a lot about me of triggers was drug addiction. It all stemmed from drug addiction. A long time ago, alcohol abuse and drug addiction. And then loss of family members, depression. Okay, so also counsellor, also grief counsellor. You know, fuck, I could write a book, bruv, pretty much. Right, but yeah, so you're talking with somebody here, 100% spiritual connection, divine living in the UK also, but divine connection. Yeah, well, this is sex also, because this is semen. Semen, yeah, semen. Someone that could be very nice. It could be from its Germans. It's a very nice, yeah? But yeah. He's very nice, isn't he? He's a very nice person. Pisces. Yeah, but yeah, connection, speaking, talking, reconciliation for sure. Moving forward and feeling good. Positive. Also support. Support workers, support team also. There is no I in team, but there's definitely an A in the whole. Anyway, so that's what we've got so far for you, Capricorn. If you want to continue on with the reading, this is where I do need to earn some money. So we'll go to both tiers, but after this, the 1st until the 7th will only be going over on the full access bundle, because it gives me time in order to catch up with the rest of the readings that come out through the month. But they do charge you on the 1st. Don't forget that, okay? But this goes to both tiers. Yeah, so tier 1 is very cheap, and the other tier is obviously the full access, so you get everything that comes out through months and back catalogues of everything else. And then if also you know how I read in numerology, you can also follow the numerology signs as well that's within your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, and that obviously gives you access to all 12. So you can pretty much pick up a lot of messages there when you understand it, okay? So that's what we've got for you. You can find all links provided below or the video below. You can reach out for a personal reading. Please make sure that you also stick around for Angel Radio or follow the other channel, which is actually called Angel Radio Music, okay? Or Angel Radio. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.